Mobile Geek's coverage of CeBIT 2015 is powered by ASUS.
Nicole Scott here for Mobile Geeks. I'm at CeBIT 2015 and I'm going to be talking about a device that you're going to hear me preach about over the next few weeks, and that is the Zenbook UX305. And the reason why I'm going to be spending a lot of time talking about this is because this is probably the premier device that is going to compete against the new MacBook that Apple has just released. So this is the version from ASUS. It's also just as thin, and it also comes with a Core M processor. It's the Intel 5Y70. So this is the high-end Core M, and it's the same one that's being offered inside of the MacBook. Now, the thing about this form factor is that it's fanless, and this one actually comes with 8 gigabytes of RAM and goes up to 2.6 gigahertz when you put it into turbo mode. It's got the ability to have 128, 256 under the hood, and it's got Intel's HD graphics. So it's got all of this in a really nice and light and thin form factor. This is only 1.2 kilos. The MacBook is 1 kilo. But the thing is, no touchscreen. I always forget about that. But the thing is, this actually has, let's pull up the battery report. It actually has a slightly larger battery than what is on the MacBook. I think the MacBook is 39 watt hours and this one is 45. So actually per 0.1 kilo, this will actually have the same incremental increase in battery life that we're seeing on the MacBook. So for the extra weight, you're getting extra battery life. Now, the display resolution on this, I keep on wanting to touch the display. It's not touchscreen, but we do have the multi-touch trackpad here. And this is a higher resolution than what's on the MacBook. It's 3200 by 1800. So this is a very high resolution that we're seeing on here. So this is definitely much higher than we've got on the MacBook. And we have very crappy connectivity, so I'll try not to open anything up. Now, I really want to spend a lot more time with this because it has the big 13.3-inch display. It's got a great selection of ports. Like we know on the MacBook, it has no ports. Well, it has one Type-C connector, but we have two full-size USB 3.0s, a full-size SD card on there. Along the bottom here, we've got the Bang & Olufsen speakers that, to be honest with you, I'm very disappointed in. We could barely hear the media that we were trying to play here on the show floor. I don't think it's that loud, but it's loud enough that it's a serious problem that I'm going to be looking into when I get my review unit, because I definitely want to know how this device performs, because I feel that the Core M processor is really good for everyday productivity, and multimedia is going to be a huge thing you're going to have on this device. But if it has crappy speakers, that's definitely a big downfall. Now, checking out the other side, we have a couple of status LEDs. We have a headphone jack, mini HDMI, another USB port, so that's 3, and then this is the power button. Now, the one thing that makes this device especially attractive is not only is it nice and thin and light, but it also comes at a pretty nice price point. We've seen it online already for $699, which is basically half of what Apple's offering with the MacBook. So slightly larger battery, or average comparable battery life, higher resolution display at almost half the price. Definitely interesting. Cannot wait to get my hands on my review unit, but I just thought I would give you a little bit of my impressions on the UX305 since it is such a sexy device. Nicole Scott here at CeBIT 2015 for Mobile Geeks.